Hi, Acadiana. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Welcome to your Tuesday. It is a definite snow day here in South Louisiana. Already an inch or two on the ground here in Lafayette, and more is expected to come as we go through the morning. And there's been a couple of very unusual type of warnings that have never said since I've been here in South Louisiana, and probably won't say again. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But look at the snow that's been falling. A few flakes were coming down just after midnight here in Lafayette. The ground was kind of covered by about 3:30, and it continues to snow with temperatures dropping down into the 70s. We're just going to take a tour of all the traffic cams. Here's Lafayette, and again, Interstate 10 going over toward the Basin Bridge is closed. And there's a look at some of the other cameras as you go over toward Breaux Bridge and Henderson. And again, we are seeing some snow-covered roadways out to the west over in Lake Charles. Yes, most of the roadways are covered with snow, and we will continue to see snowfall. Up in Alexandria, where you will probably get a little less snow, you are seeing some snow cover on the roadway here this morning. So again, driving is going to be next to impossible. Let's go over to Baton Rouge, where things are just getting started there. And you can see that there is some snow on some of the roadways over in the capital city. And over in New Orleans, things are just getting started, and I think just about everybody in South Louisiana is going to be seeing some kind of accumulation. So here is that unusual thing. A blizzard warning is going to be in effect for a large part of Acadiana. And when you have winds over 35 miles per hour and visibilities down below a quarter of a mile, those meet those blizzard conditions. So that will be in effect until noon. And then all of us are going to be under a winter storm warning until midnight tonight as the snows continue to come down. Now, we are still looking at the possibility of 6, perhaps up to 8 inches of snow in some cases here in the Acadiana region, but most of the region on average is going to see 3 to 6, which is a significant snowfall here for the southern part of the United States. And in some cases, this might be some snowfall that has not been seen in well over 100 years. You can see our temperatures have dropped down into the 20s, and they'll probably hold there for most of the day. So even though we're seeing kind of like tiny little snowflakes right now, expect some of those bigger fat snowflakes to start to pull in here a little bit later on. And as you can see, the wide range radar is socked in, and there are heavy pockets of precipitation over toward Houston. That will be sliding off toward the northeast, and that's why we've been talking about the possibility of those heavy bands of snows as low pressure continues to move eastward across the central part of the Gulf of Mexico, throwing that very moist, warm air into the cold air that's currently situated over much of the United States. And that's why we're going to be seeing snow out of this entire system. Upper trough will eventually start to pull away, but that's that polar vortex, and we're talking about those extremely cold conditions. So with the snow falling today, temperatures should hover in the 20s, but then with the snowpack in place and perhaps some clearing tonight, we could see some downright record cold temperatures here in Acadiana. Notice the clouds and the snow will stick around for most of the day, but we will see some clearing overnight tonight. And there's a look at the anticipated snowfall eventually tapering off by mid-afternoon, early evening, and then things will calm down overnight tonight. But that's where we're going to see our temperatures plunge. Where we see snow cover on the ground as the sun sets, those are the areas that we're going to be seeing the temperatures getting the coldest. And there's your HRRR snowfall forecast. Again, everything is kind of in range. There's the GFS going a little bit heavier with pockets of 9 inches of snow. Euro still some 7 to 8 inch snowfall totals there. And the NAM forecast as well is still picking up probably about 4 to 6. So everything really falling in line as far as the official forecast from the National Weather Service. Temperatures are going to struggle to about 30 here in Lafayette. Up north, we might get back up above the freezing point briefly, but it looks like temperatures tonight are going to be dropping down into the teens. And again, this might be underestimating some of our temperatures. Where there's snow on the ground, we could be talking about lower teens by early tomorrow morning. Of course, you got to protect the people, the pets, the pipes, and the plants. Hopefully you've taken care of most of that over the last couple of days, but at least today and tomorrow, go ahead and stay inside as much as you can and try to limit your exposure to the very cold conditions. In the offshore waters, believe it or not, it's snowing out there too. So some of our friends that are working on the platforms out there might be seeing a winter wonderland over the Gulf of Mexico, which I can't even imagine what that must look like. But the winds and seas are going to be quite rough out there, and small craft advisories are posted. So 32, the best we're going to do today. Snow will continue. Anywhere between 3 and 6 inches is going to be likely, with some heavier amounts in some cases, a little bit less though as you go up towards Cenla. Temperatures tomorrow will only reach 34 after a morning low of 12 here in Lafayette. That would be a new record. 15, I believe, would be another record early Thursday morning. And then temperatures will be pushing back into the 40s. And I think as we get into the latter part of the weekend, upper 40s to near 50, and we'll be able to say goodbye to most of this snow. Of course, while I've got you here, if you're itching to purchase something or buy something and you're kind of stuck at home, I got a deal here for you. Get your $50 ticket to drive for the Jeep Mazda giveaway, all benefiting some great community projects under the umbrella of the Our Lady of Lourdes Foundation. You can call that number, you can go to the website, or you can click that QR code that you see there on the left-hand side of your screen. Well, I hope you enjoy Acadiana weather today. I'm sure enjoying this particular forecast because it just looks so different out here. If you do, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also turn on those notifications. Don't forget you can hear my forecasts on Big 102.1, Planet Radio 106.7, and Freedom 95.1. And don't forget to check my social media pages throughout the day. I'll update with some snow pictures and updated snowfall totals. And of course, thanks to the nearly 3,500 folks that have subscribed to Acadiana Weather Today right here on YouTube. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Stay warm, but enjoy your snow day, and I'll see you on Wednesday.